Hello again, and I am again Mary Jade Jakosalem, a student currently enrolled at the AMA University Online Education. And for this video, I will be showing you how I will do my laboratory exercise number 8 for the subject Data Communications and Networking, or ITE 7104. The name of this laboratory exercise is One Configuration and Routing System. So to start with, I will be opening the Word file containing the instructions for this activity. Okay. So again, for this activity, we need the Cisco packet tracer, which I have right here. So let us start. Okay, after doing the experiment in lab 4, we will now establish a one link. Make sure that experiment 4 is complete before proceeding in this experiment. So let me open the lab, our lab experiment number 4. Okay, so this was our lab experiment number 4. So, number 2, in configuring the one connection, click on the Cisco_1 router and select config mode. So, this is Cisco 1. So, let's change this one to Cisco_1. So, it's the same. So, I have to click this one, and I have to choose interface serial 000. So, config, and we'll go here. Okay, so I need to configure the serial 000 by designating the IP address to, let me just do it this way, to 192. The IP address should be 192.168.2.1, 192.168.2.1, and press the tab key. Okay, we're all good. And the subnet mask should be 255.255.255.0. So it's all good. Set the clock rate to 56,000. So let us set it. Okay. Enable the port status to on mode. Okay. And click on the new router and select the config mode. So let's close this one. So let us rename this one from our previous activity. Let's rename this as Cisco_2. This is the new router. Configure the interface serial 000. So let's go here. IP address should be 192, sorry, 0.168.2.2, 192.168.2.2. Then press the tab key, and the subnet mask should be 255.255.255.0. Then I need to enable the port status to on mode. And let's close it. The indication that the link is successful is when on the serial link, the red blinking light should change to green, showing that the link is active. So here we have the green lights. Then I have to configure the routing protocol. So I have to click on Cisco_1 router and select the config tab. Okay. Then I need to click on the RIP. And add the network address. I have to add the network address 192.168.1.0. Again, let me check. 192.168.1.0, add, and then another one, 192.168.2.0, and click add. Then I have to click the Cisco 2 router and then click on RIP and add the network address 192.168.2.0, 192.168.2.0, and then add. And then I have to go to each PC. We have 3 PCs right now, and set the default gateway to 192.168.1.1. So default gateway. So it's already set to 192.168.1.1. Let me see the other one. So let's change this one. In setting the default gateway on the PCs, enter the default gateway address 192.168.1.1 and click it on PC0, PC1, and PC2. Default gateway. And PC2 should be 1 as well. All good. And then I have to test the connectivity of the network by clicking on the simulation. So let's go to the simulation mode. Okay, this is now the simulation mode. So let's click play. Okay, so I guess we're all good. There's a check already to our server. You have seen the check on Cisco 2. So let us wait for the simulation. Okay, there's a check as what you can see. So we're all good from Cisco 1 to Cisco 2. Okay, so let us now proceed with the questions to be answered. So again, to save some time, I opted to just type it in advance because from the previous videos, as I was typing it, it was taking a lot of time. So I wanted to just discuss my answers comprehensively in the video. So the first question is, what is the difference of a LAN connection to a WAN connection? So let us first define what is a LAN and what is a WAN. So a LAN connection, which stands actually for local area network, is an individual network that only spans on a single geographical area. This network type is commonly used in close geographical proximity or small areas. So please take note of this, that the LAN is only used in close geographical proximity or small areas. So for example, this type of network is like commonly used in like computer shops or internet cafes, let's say in a single computer laboratory, a single business, so in a small area. Meanwhile, why is this in capital letter? A WAN connection, which stands for Wide Area Network, is a network connection between two or more LANs, which is actually what we did right now. We have configured two LANs to make it a WAN in the activity. So it's a connection between two or more LANs over a potentially large geographic distance. This network type is used in geographically dispersed locations and if users are all across the globe. One example, and the most common example of one, is actually the internet. Since you know, right, that you can basically access the internet all around the world. So that's an example of a WAN. So for me, main difference of the LAN and a WAN, first of all, is the geographical distance. LAN is only used for smaller areas, like in your house, in one business, in one internet cafe, while one has a larger span. Okay? So it covers areas all around the world. And because of this, LANs are typically faster and more secured. Diba? I don't know if you're familiar, but sometimes if you wanted a faster connection, some network administrators will say, oh, just connect to the LAN because it's faster. Because it's more direct to the source. And of course, it's more secured since it's not really open to the public. And like for the one wherein it needs to be accessed all around the world, like the internet, it's also accessible to like hackers, you know. So hence, I can say that LANs are typically faster and more secured. However, if it depends on your need, if you need to be in if you are in a different area, like you are in the US and then another person is in the Philippines, you have to use the one. Next question. Can we establish a communication from one point to another having same networks? Of course, the answer is yes. As we all know, the main purpose of networks is to enable connection among various computing devices so that those computing devices can share files, internet access, printers, and any other resources. Hence, if our devices are in the same network, of course, communication is definitely possible and more convenient. Third question. why do we need to configure the router? So routers, no, we have discussed routers for how many lab activities now. They are the backbones of a network. A router is the one that enables connectivity from one network to another using a modem. So the primary work of a router is that it selects the paths for data packets to cross networks. So it selects the best paths for your data packets. It allows your PC and other end devices to access the internet and other networks. So it basically selects the best path for data packet so that it can reach its desired destination. Hence, of course, configuring them properly is imperative. So router configuration can improve security of your network. Number one, it can also optimize performance and functionality. Let us discuss about the security. For one, configuring your router, changing its password to your own password from the default password actually do wonders to your security because it's more secured now. So that's one need to configure your router because it actually safeguards your network. And for question number 4, the question is, what can I conclude from this activity? So in this laboratory activity, I was able to learn the difference between different network groups, specifically between LAN and WAN. Furthermore, importance of routers and router configuration was also highlighted. I can say that routers are very essential because as it's the backbone of the network. So it's very essential in connecting devices, especially in a WAN setup. For this activity, I have learned how to create a WAN, which we did by connecting LAN to LAN. So we have connected 2 servers in our activity, Cisco 1 and Cisco 2. And I can also conclude that LANs are faster and more secured if compared to WAN since it only covers a small geographic area. So that's it. That's it for this activity. I hope you enjoyed and thank you so much for watching. Bye!